Carolina Panthers at home week 6. They take on the Captain Kirk Atlanta Falcons, who come in soaring with all sorts of confidence.
And overtime.
2 weeks in a row with a game on the line. One time he wins it, next time he sends it into overtime. Right down the middle, clutch.
That's fired, that's caught, and that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end zone. The most improbable win for the Atlanta Falcons.
That game was a real beaut, Clark. Panthers defense this week taking on the top quarterback from last week. Kirk Cousins just dropped the ultimate hold my beer Penix game. Brings back Atlanta from the brink of defeat. Hit Tampa Bay with 5 bills plus change, 4 TDs, a rating near 115.
Over the middle and making the grab at the goal line.
Panthers secondary also dealing with 5 different pass catchers who come in off 65-plus yard games, 4 of them wideouts. The big 2, Mooney and London. This Drake gets hit with ... and he wins his one-on-one battles. 150-plus yard night versus Tampa Bay and a touchdown.
Go deep downfield, and it's going to be caught at the 50-yard line. Pulled in by Drake London.
And to Bears fans' chagrin, Darnell Mooney's turned into a nice 2 TDs, 100-plus yards last week.
What a job by Darnell Mooney coming back to make that catch up in the air.
Carolina's cornerback room is going to be tested. KhaDarel Hodge, touchdown, 67 yards.
Hodge hasn't played very much tonight. Comes in, scores.
Ray McLeod, 6 catches, 66 yards.
Wide open, making the catch at the 50-yard line. Ray McLeod.
Panthers have not handled wide receivers well this year. Rate allowed of 109.7, 8 touchdowns given up. 2 of them to DJ Moore last week, who they also gave up over 100 yards to. Gave up over 300 yards to Caleb Williams, 2 TDs, no picks, a rating over 120. First team to really make him look like a #1 pick.
Williams, Moore, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Panthers also gave up 57 yards to tight end Cole Kmet. Atlanta has tight end Kyle Pitts. Maybe stats are for losers, but he put up some last week, and they won, too. 7 catches, 88 yards.
Fires wide open. At the 50-yard line is Kyle Pitts to the 35.
The bag department, Cousins' latest showing, took 4 sacks. He's faced pressure 33% of the time this season. 25% is your average-ish line.
Look out. Big sack.
Cousins took those 4 sacks and won, though. Panthers front last week, 1 sack, 2 QB hits versus Chicago, 29 pass attempts. Not many receiving yards for Bijan Robinson, but he enters off an efficient run game, 5.1 a carry in his 12 tries.
Big hole, left side, breaking a tackle, inside the 30. Goes Bijan Robinson.
Carolina's defense played Chicago's backs well. 3 TDs, but they held DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson under 3.5 yards per carry, held Chicago to 3.3 a run.
The inside handoff to Johnson.
Ooh, I don't think he got it.
Panthers think they stopped him.
Now, to Carolina's O-face, which saw Andy Dalton look like an old vet backup in their latest loss. Just 136 yards, under 5 yards per attempt. No touchdowns, an interception, a low 60s rate.
Fires, you talked about them looking to take some shots, and this one is intercepted by Byard.
Hey, maybe they tried this Bryce Young kid out. He came on in Dalton's place for a bit, went 4 for 7, 58 yards. Hey, that's a start, right?
Young on the move. Now he throws, and it's caught by Miles Sanders in Bears territory.
Falcons' pass defense they face doesn't come in off a great showing. Gave up 3 touchdowns to Baker Mayfield week 5. No interceptions, only 180 yards, but 19 to 24 passing. Rate allowed in the end over 135.
Pretty close in coverage. He didn't have much room to get that in there, but he somehow threaded the needle.
Worth noting, no Atlanta defender gave up 40 yards individually. Cornerback Antonio Hamilton was pressed into action. He gave up 2 TDs. Mike Evans scored twice on the Falcons, who have allowed a rate near 110 to wide receivers this season.
That is a mismatch against a backup nickel there. You take that all day.
Carolina's lead pass catcher was a wideout versus the Bears, Jalen Coker, 68 yards.
Dalton's pass is caught and taken down the sideline. He stayed in bounds. Jalen Coker.
Deontay Johnson, their go-to as of late, but versus Chicago, 6 targets, just 23 yards. Warned keep pounding last week what happened to their offense when teams cut their Deontay off. Dalton and Young sacked 4 times, 35 pass attempts.
Bird down in 5. Dalton wrapped up. Andrew Billings takes him down.
Falcons' pass rush has been almost non-existent so far. 1 sack, 1 QB hit on 24 pass attempts last week. Their low 20s pressure rate for the year, you find it down there on the bottom shelf with $2 Chuck.
Here's Mayfield throwing on the run, caught at the 40-yard line. Tight end on, and he's breaking tackles.
It's like $4 Chuck now, by the way. Thanks, inflation, for ruining one of the best nicknames ever. David Onyemata had their lone sack, Matt Judon, Grady Jarrett, Loom. Those dudes also contending with Chuba Hubbard along the ground. He's on a nice little bender, 97-plus rush yards, 3 straight games, broke free for a 38-yarder last week, hit at 7.5 a carry.
Here's Hubbard up the middle, still going, inside the 20. Chuba Hubbard takes it all the way.
Rush defense Hubbard tangles with, allowed over 6 a run to the Buccaneers, let Rachaad White loose for a 56-yarder, 4.3 a carry to running backs in 2024.
Big hole. White still moving. White inside the 30.
Just one person on our panel of 10 took Atlanta last week. Congrats to Adam Rank for the Lone Wolf win. Have a feeling more folk are going to jump on the bandwagon for this one. Get the comments section cooking. Let's see if anyone is brave enough to go Carolina on this last screen.